In 1959, director William Wyler made the greatest epic of all time, Ben-Hur. It broke records at the box office and Academy Awards and revolutionized motion pictures forever. With a monumental success like that, it's easy to see how people have forgotten about the epic western Wyler made the year before, The Big Country. I think The Big Country is as much worth remembering as Ben-Hur. Gregory Peck plays a pacifist retiring to the West to marry his fiancée, played by Carroll Baker. Little does he know that Baker's father, played by Charles Bickford, is feuding with another rancher, played by Burl Ives, over a piece of property owned by Simmons' character. While this is happening, a cattleman on Bickford's ranch, played by Charlton Heston, is trying to steal Baker from Peck. There's never a dull moment in this film. Many claim that Burl Ives steals the show. After all, he won an Academy Award for his performance, but I personally think every actor in this film is outstanding. Whenever Bickford and Ives are in the same place, you can feel the tension in the air. You don't know whether or not they're going to go ballistic or if they'll stay civil. The film doesn't rely too heavily on many Western cliches. Naturally, it's a fish-out-of-water story, but it's a little more complex than that. There are times where Peck wants to remain a pacifist, but he has his limits. There are times where he feels the only option is to fight people at their own game. It's nice to see a realistic portrayal of a person, someone who compromises. As you probably guessed, the visuals are incredible, but the best part of this film is the soundtrack. I can't play any of it, or else the video will get flagged, but I have to say, this film has the greatest soundtrack of all time. My favorite one is during the main credits, which is ironically called main title. I guess you could say the highlight for me are the opening credits, but that's only half true. All of the music in this film is fantastic, and composer Jerome Morose got robbed at the Oscars that year. William Wyler is responsible for creating some of the greatest movies ever made, and this is definitely one of them. It's just a shame he had to outdo himself the following year with Ben-Hur. I think this film would be a lot more well known had he not followed it up with such a grand epic. Hopefully, more people in the future will start to recognize this film for its greatness.